Good afternoon, everyone. Glad you come by again. Today, I'm going to be doing a 223 video, and specifically, I'm actually going to be copying something off of YouTube, which you're really not ever supposed to do. But there's a fellow on YouTube that I watched a whole lot, and he goes by the name of Johnny's Reloading Bench. And I'm sure that any of you that have watched reloading a lot on YouTube have probably stopped by Johnny's channel at one time or another. And what I'm talking about duplicating is one of his Mark 262 Mod 1 videos, or actually two, where he duplicates the military's Mark 262 Mod 1, which is the Black Hills open tip match 77 grain Sierra Matchking bullet. And if you look here, I've got part of them already loaded up. These are loaded with 77 grain Sierra Matchking, and they have the top charge is 25 grains of accurate 2520. And if you've watched one of those videos of Johnny's before, you'd actually know that his top charge was 25.2 grains. Well, being I'm a little bit bashful and I haven't shot these before in my gun, I'm going to take it easy a little bit and come down off of that top charge by a couple of tenths and start down here at the bottom at 23.8. And the second half of that I'm going to be trying to duplicate is this one right here, Shooter's World Match Rifle, with the same brass and the same bullets. And charge weights on those are going to go from 24.0 to 25.2. And this brass, what I got here is some once fired Hornady Frontier brass, and this is just range pickups. I think I've picked through like a couple thousand pieces of brass, and these just happen to jump out at me. I'm pretty sure they were fired from somebody's bolt gun. Somebody has a very nice chamber in their gun. I don't, when I was preparing these cases here for reloading, I found that they had very, very little stretch. Almost no resizing was necessary. I mean, it just went up in the die. Half of them I didn't even put any lubrication on. It just slid up into the die like it hadn't even been fired. The only indication that they were fired in some cases were that there was powder burned inside. So somebody fired them out of a real nice gun. So I kept them, and I thought, well, this might be some good brass to try these Mark 262 clones with. So anyway, we're going to start off by doing the first 5, and then I'll cut a while, and then be back at the press when I go to start the bullets in. But I want to weigh the first couple charges here on camera anyway. And this first charge is going to be 24 grains. If you notice my last video, I got a new digital scale. I got tired of fooling around with that funky balance beam. It was just a little bit too agitating, so I decided, no, can't deal with that. I'm too old to be dealing with that kind of mess. So yeah, I was mentioning Johnny's Reloading Bench there a minute ago. I think I've watched nearly all of his videos, save the 300 blackout ones. I don't have anything against 300 blackout. I'm just not a particular fan. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of use for it, so I usually don't get into watching a whole lot of that kind of thing if I'm not really involved with it or have an interest in it too much. But he does a lot of other things too, like he does a whole boatload of 223 videos, 308s. He does some like old military guns, reloads for a lot of different guns. 6.5 Grendel, just about all the popular calibers. He does them, so that's the reason why I like watching his channel. And he does a good job too. I enjoy watching. I reckon that's about enough of that. I'll see you at the bullet seat and die in a few minutes. All right, just finished weighing up the last few charges. Is 25.2 grains here. A little heavy. I get a little carried away with the trickler every now and then, kind of make it poop out a little too much at a time. Most of the time, if I'm just weighing a few rounds, I don't even bother with a trickler. I just sprinkle it in with the Lee scoop and go on about with it. Seeing as how this ammo here is going to be a little bit on the hot side, I don't want to be playing around with jiggling around on the powder charge. Not that I would ever jiggle around and play around with the powder charge anyway, but I just want to make sure that these are actually a little more precise than if I would just be charging from the powder drop. All right, now as I said, I've already got 25 of those loaded, and they're going to be the same length. These are going to be set at 2.46 because that is the same length as was found out to be the overall length of the Mark 262. So that's what we're going to do too. Yeah, I know that's a midway box. It's just an empty box that I had laying around because the other box that these bullets came in got broken. You know what? Did something stupid just now. I didn't put the eyeball check on all these cases, make sure that I got powder in all of them. Can't be doing dumb shit like that. Where's my flashlight? There it is. And there it is. Good. So, here we go again. Yeah, I was talking about Johnny's reloading bench a little while ago. I'll put a link in the description for his channel, and if anybody wants to go check him out, I think it'd be well worth your while to give him a look. He hadn't made any videos in quite a while though that I know about. Nothing new came about. I don't know where that guy's been. I think there's a lot of people kind of wonder what happened to him. Okay. Now, as I said, I've already seated some of those bullets before, so my seating die probably was pretty close, but I'm going to go ahead and set it up again. And these bullets have a cantilever, and that's about where we're going to seat them at, so I can push it down and get pretty close by that, and then I'll have to go the rest of the way with the calipers. All right, 2.314 with a 5. I want to be at 2.246, and I got 2.84. 2.83, so I'll need to go a good bit down. Okay, let me hit one of these others. Uh, 2.274, so I need to get down about 39 thousandths. That didn't feel like much. 2.268. Well, come here. 2.267, so still need about 17 thousandths. .262. Come on now. What's the deal? 2.258. .246 and 2.246 with a 5. So about that much, and we'll call it good. I don't think any of these charges are going to be compressed, but yep, 2.246. All right, good deal. Let me try one of the last row and see if there's any compressing going on here. I don't think it will be. I didn't feel anything funny. No, 2.247, so good. And we are going to crimp these, so find my handle. I'm not going to crimp the crap out of them, just going to put a light crimp. About that much. I don't feel any powder rattling. If it is, it's not much. I think maybe these are getting a little bit compressed because I'm seeing just a little bit of a scuff there on the ogiva's bullet. But if it's compressed, it's not a lot. I don't hear or feel any crunching. Not that you'd feel a lot of crunching with a spherical powder, but I don't know, maybe you would. You definitely feel it with something like extruded powder, such as Varget, with long granules. Start compressing that, and you hear it and feel it both. 248. Good. All right. Get my cardy up in there, and we'll go to the range, see how they shoot.